It's been over a year since Nintendo has launched their online service. Now, myself and the ITG crew are going to talk about some of the changes and maybe where we want to see it going.
Alright guys, the online service for the Nintendo Switch has been here for about a year now, and we're kind of taking a look at where it started, where it's heading, and what we would like to see in the future. It started off pretty rough, but I think overall what they started to offer us now at a lower discounted price than what we'll see for PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold is that we get in now for 20 bucks. We get the ability to now play online, which we had in the past. So it's kind of a weird little twist on what they're doing. But they also brought over old NES titles, 20 of those, and 40 Super NES titles, which allows us to go back in and play the old Star Fox and some of those classics.
And even a new Star Fox that they made specifically for the mini console that is now in this, packaged into the Nintendo Online.
Yep.
That game is awesome.
I can appreciate it for the nostalgia, but a lot of the times with the networks now, what they're doing is they're bringing out newer titles, and I'd like to see something like that from Nintendo. At this point, like, how old is Breath of the Wild? Why not give us Breath of the Wild? If we can get a staple industry name like that on the Switch, that's kind of a game changer. I think that Nintendo could actually really turn around and help kind of grow their online service.
That makes sense, because if you're a new Nintendo customer and you buy the Switch and you want to go online, you might make that decision if it comes with a game like Breath of the Wild. That would definitely push it over the edge into kind of what we're used to dealing with in the other consoles.
And get us ready for the Breath of the Wild 2 that's been announced, teased more than anything else, but we also know now that it's coming, right? So hey, it'll help grow that infrastructure a little bit and build the player base even more.
So one of the major issues that everybody had was that we're going to have to pay for this service. But it is coming in at quite a bit lower than the other consoles. For $5 a month and then $25 for the year for a single person, that's not really that bad.
No.
But then you get into this family package deal, and I think there's still value there, but it's a little, again, convoluted. You're not exactly...
This is something that I'm not totally down with, because they call it a family package, family sharing.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is, if you're using the game and then I want to try and use your account or any other game, I can't.
Yeah, there's
so there's really I almost feel like it's kind of a sham. It's like, yeah, you can have, we can share, but it's like on Xbox or PS4, I can download my account on any console at any time.
Right.
Why is this? It's not really sharing. It's just like, oh, you're allowed to put your account on more than one Switch. So I'm kind of not as much of a fan of it, but
I feel like the system for the online service has been like half-baked.
Yes.
It's there, it's a step, but it feels like a Nintendo thing to be held back so much. And it's really unfortunate when you have had PlayStation Network and the Xbox Gold and Live service for so long. Nintendo knows what they're up against.
Yeah.
So all they had to do is really kind of adapt both of those systems together and then bring their online service. And charge. I would pay $80 though. I would pay $80 for the online service for Nintendo if the value was there.
If it came with the friends list, the always having a game chat, parties.
It needs a party chat system, not my phone.
Yeah, that's the one thing. They kind of focused on this app that you use
it's a security thing, right? I know, but let's be honest. At this point, Nintendo has to realize that there are a mature audience on the system that is asking for a party chat system. We need that party chat system. You can play some games on chat online and others you can't. It just doesn't make any sense. So when I go into Fortnite, there's no problem there. You can play Fortnite. Why? Because of Epic. Not because of Nintendo. It's because of Epic and their system and how they've got it laid out that you're able to game chat within there. But when you get to a party chat, there isn't any unless I'm supposed to pull up my phone.
If we're playing
and then
Mario
chat.
Kart, we should just be able to, in the game, be able to just talk trash to each other.
We should, honestly, yes. And then give us the ability to mute those people or report those people that are being abusive in it. It's just no different than PlayStation or Xbox. They all have it, so why are we being dumbed down on the system?
Yeah, let me take it away from parental controls if I want to, but having it not on the console entirely really just makes it a back burner kind of app that nobody's really going to pick up.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. There is such a disconnect there, I think, from Nintendo from where we are with PlayStation and Xbox. As much as I don't want to compare the two, but you have to.
You kind of have to now.
Because they need to step it up, honestly, right? I think the service It's started in the right direction, but again, we need to see newer games.
Yeah, to continue that comparison, we need to get a drip feed of a game every month, or discounts, major discounts in the store, or maybe just things that are more advertised to you that maybe we just don't know all the features, and that's kind of just Nintendo's issue.
Hidden
letting
away,
us all know.
tucked away, right?
Yeah.
But we do need, so we got Tetris 99.
Solid.
What an
Solid.
amazing game.
Amazing title, absolutely. So that surprised the world when that was announced and it came out. And we all got it for nothing. Okay, but where's the next free game? Where's my next draw to have this service to draw me back in? You're always gonna get your Super Mario Brothers and the next star of the game for Nintendo. They have a solid first-party library.
Yeah.
But they need to be able to entice us to keep us there for the online service. And I feel it's just a little too short right now.
Yeah, the NES and the SNES games are just kind of not quite enough.
No.
Yeah. So another thing that's kind of lacking on this is the overall connectivity while you're playing games.
Yeah.
Countless games, countless times while I'm watching my friends play, just out of nowhere, there'll just be lag drops. And with something like Super Mario Maker 2, that's almost, I don't want to say the staple of the Switch, but something that's really been
It's a
really
pivotal
big.
game.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
they have this new multiplayer feature, and it looks like a ton of fun, but I'm watching my friend play it, and it's almost unbearable at times. The
Smash
lag.
Brothers. Super Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, how do you play a fighting game when there's lag? You can't.
No, it's almost unplayable at times online. And it's frustrating as much because everybody, that is such a game built around community, and
Yes.
being able to take a fighting game online is what it is all about in a game like that. So to be able to get on there and have a solid system, it needs to be there. And Nintendo has the infrastructure.
Yes.
They have the money. So they just need to put the two together and get that foundation built properly.
I think moving forward with this year, just because, especially with Xbox Series X,
Yep.
PS5 coming out this year,
Sure.
maybe they don't need to necessarily step up their game, but they kind of have to, because, well,
There's going to be changes happening
Yeah.
in the industry, yeah.
and there's even been kind of rumors about an Alienware actual handheld console too, just to kind of like, not that
UFO.
needs to put the Switch,
No.
at any sort of scare, but it's just, they have to do something to fix their online.
Yep.
I have to say.
Overall, the online service for Nintendo it's started, it's coming up, but it's not quite there to the next level that I think that it really needs to be. Moving forward into 2020, I think Nintendo honestly needs to kind of step up the game a little bit. Like you said, Scott, with the new consoles just around the corner, they're going to be in some major competition now moving forward, and the Switch is already a little behind already with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X. So when you're already a stage behind, and the new guys are about to announce the next console, you're now even further behind. So you gotta have honestly, a Nintendo Switch Pro with a better online service.
Moving forward, man, that is what we need to see, is just a smooth working online service where I can play games with my friends and not get lagged out or
Absolutely.
it just not work.
And if they can't deliver on that in the short term, we need some kind of a roadmap just to kind of let us know where it's going and the service wants to be in the future.
Yep. That's what we'd like to see. We want to know what you guys are talking about for the online service for Nintendo Switch. Hit us up at InsideTheGame.ca. Subscribe to never miss a video and help us by hitting that like button.